10 years after its release, Makoto Shinkai's Your Name still fills IMAX theaters for re-releases and dominates streaming algorithms worldwide. It moved past being a box office hit to become a persistent fixture in global pop culture. The film's reach is measurable in more than views. It sparked a worldwide surge in kumihimo workshops, traditional Japanese braiding, and turned simple red cord bracelets into a massive category of artisan merchandise. Viewers consistently point to one scene as the film's emotional anchor, the moment Mitsuha's grandmother explains that the braided cords are the literal flow of time itself. Threads that converge, they twist and tangle, and then reconnect. Curious, this presents a puzzle. The grandmother is explaining musubi, a concept rooted deeply in Shinto theology, yet viewers with zero knowledge of Japanese religion feel an immediate intuitive connection to this imagery. The film's aesthetic beauty and its use of the red thread of fate romance explain its initial charm. However, those factors don't explain why a specific technical description of a craft remains the most cited, analyzed moment in the movie's legacy. To find the answer, we have to ask why the story insists on a braided cord as its central image. A flowing river, a single taut thread, or a ticking clock are all far more common ways to visualize time. The choice of kumihimo suggests that the shape of the braid isn't just an artistic preference, it was an exact structural match for how time functions. The cord functions as a physical model of reality, a shape that mirrors the internal mechanics of a passing second. In 1905, in a study in the German town of Göttingen, a philosopher named Edmund Husserl was attempting to map the anatomy of human perception. He was looking for the structure of time as we actually experience it. Husserl noticed something odd about listening to a melody. If the present moment were just a vanishing point, music would be impossible to hear. You'd only ever hear one isolated note at a time. Instead, you hear a phrase. Husserl argued that every now has width. It is a structure held together by three forces in tension. Your mind retains the note that just was, it registers the note that is, and it simultaneously anticipates the note that is about to be. Because your mind is always balancing these three states, every second of conscious life is a continuous, microscopic weaving process. Time is structurally woven before it is lived. For a conscious mind, an isolated point-like now is an impossibility. This explains why other metaphors fail. A river can show flow, and a wheel can show cycles, but neither can visualize the past, present, and future existing inside a single unified moment. This is the context required to understand the grandmother's monologue. When she describes threads that converge, twist, and tangle, she is moving past poetry. When an artisan makes kumihimo, their hands represent the phenomenological now. The central knot is the precise nexus where the three temporal threads of your experience are forced together. The grandmother is giving a literal description of the way human consciousness creates the feeling of the present. Ancient Shinto shrine practitioners, a modern anime director, and a 20th century German philosopher arrived at the same architectural model of reality from entirely different starting points. This alignment suggests why the film resonates so strongly with audiences who don't know the theology. It takes the invisible structure of the viewer's own mind and makes it visible on screen. The film's focus on the artisan's labor is what makes the connection work. By slowing down the hands, Shinkai reveals the constant effort required to keep the three threads of time in alignment. These diverse disciplines operate as different languages describing the same basic human experience. This model describes the texture of conscious time, how it feels to live through a second. It doesn't attempt to explain the physical cosmos or the plot's literal body-swapping mechanics. Instead, it offers a new way to observe the passing seconds of your life. The next time you experience the passing of the present moment, try to pause and notice the three threads held in tension. You aren't just moving through time, you are constantly weaving it.